In the dimly lit alleyways of London's East End during the autumn of 1888, a series of brutal and grisly murders sent shockwaves through Victorian society and captivated the world's attention. The name Jack the Ripper became synonymous with terror as the unidentified killer stalked the streets of Whitechapel, leaving a trail of mutilated bodies in his wake. In this video, we delve into the chilling tale of Jack the Ripper, exploring the crimes, suspects, and enduring mystery that continues to fascinate and perplex investigators to this day. The reign of terror attributed to Jack the Ripper began in the early hours of August 31, 1888, when the body of Mary Ann Nichols, a prostitute, was discovered in Bucks Row, Whitechapel. She had been brutally murdered, her throat slit and her abdomen mutilated in a manner that shocked even the most seasoned investigators. Over the following months, 4 more women, Annie Chapman, Elizabeth Stride, Catherine Eddowes, and Mary Jane Kelly, met a similar fate, their bodies discovered in various locations around Whitechapel, each bearing the hallmarks of Jack the Ripper's savage handiwork. Despite the differences in the victims' backgrounds and circumstances, Jack the Ripper's modus operandi remained consistent. Each murder bore the unmistakable signs of a frenzied attack, with the victims' throats slashed and their bodies mutilated with surgical precision. The brutality of the killings, coupled with the killer's ability to elude capture, struck fear into the hearts of Londoners and left investigators baffled as they struggled to make sense of the carnage. In the wake of the murders, London was gripped by panic, and the Metropolitan Police launched an extensive investigation to apprehend the elusive killer. Detectives combed the streets of Whitechapel, interviewed witnesses, and followed up on countless leads, but their efforts were hampered by the lack of forensic evidence and the killer's ability to strike with impunity under the cover of darkness. Despite the deployment of undercover officers and the offer of substantial rewards, Jack the Ripper remained one step ahead, taunting investigators with cryptic letters and gruesome souvenirs. Over the years, countless theories and suspects have been put forward in connection with the Whitechapel murders, ranging from deranged surgeons to members of the royal family. Among the most notorious suspects are Montague John Druitt, a barrister with a troubled past, Aaron Kosminski, a Polish immigrant with a history of mental illness, and Walter Sickert, a renowned artist whose macabre paintings fueled speculation about his involvement in the crimes. Yet despite extensive investigation and speculation, the true identity of Jack the Ripper remains one of the greatest unsolved mysteries in criminal history. More than a century after the Whitechapel murders, Jack the Ripper continues to fascinate and haunt the public imagination. His crimes have inspired countless books, films, and works of fiction, and the quest to unmask his identity remains a subject of intense speculation and debate among amateur sleuths and armchair detectives. While the streets of Whitechapel have long since been gentrified and the shadows of Jack the Ripper have faded into history, his legend lives on as a chilling reminder of the darkness that lurks within the human soul. The case of Jack the Ripper stands as one of the most enduring and enigmatic mysteries in the annals of true crime. Despite the passage of time and the efforts of countless investigators, the identity of the Whitechapel murderer remains a tantalizing puzzle that continues to captivate and confound. As we reflect on the terror unleashed by Jack the Ripper more than a century ago,